Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions. Thank you again so much for our time together. Brother Avanzini is with us all this weekend. He's spending his 81st birthday with us at COP. Welcome to being family, everybody. Right now, I want us to come back to 2 Samuel chapter 11. And quickly, I want you to remember, how did David fall into the sin of Bathsheba? How did this man, who is a man after God's own heart, enter into a period of about 3 months where his life just turned upside down? And unfortunately, it's what most people remember him for, though that's not in any way, shape, or form fair. How did this happen? Well, as you begin to trace the passage here in 2 Samuel chapter 11, verse 1, in the spring, at the time when kings go off to war, David sent Joab. Now, this is how you get in trouble. And people always say, Pastor, I don't know how I got in trouble. Yes, you do. There was a path, there was a road that you took, and the destination was trouble. The first step on that path is you're not where you're supposed to be. The second step on that path is with your eyes. David went up on top of his house and was acting like a peeping Tom, looking down into the courtyards of other people's homes, knowing what he was going to see. So starts with not being where you're supposed to be. Number two, it continues with not being where you're supposed to be. And then thirdly, David begins to ask questions. He's lusted in his heart, and now he begins to want to get to know her. And then he creates an opportunity. So not where you're supposed to be. Lust is created through the eye gate. He begins to inquire about her, feeding his fantasies, and then he creates an opportunity. He sends someone to fetch her. And the next thing you know, he's committed adultery and she's pregnant. But I want you to see, all of that was bad. But the thing that really made it bad was the cover-up. That's when Uriah died. That's when he betrayed his oath as a commander-in-chief of his armies. He betrayed the trust of his friends. The most difficult destruction in any person's life is not the sin, it's the cover-up. Now, brothers and sisters, let me just stop right here and challenge you. Every one of us screws up in life. Every one of us messes up in life. Every one of us, even though we're born again, the Apostle John said, if we say we have no sin, the truth of God is not in us, and we make God out to be a liar. Notice he includes himself in that. As Christians, we still blow it. But when you blow it, take responsibility for your actions and don't ever try to cover up. The biggest destruction is not in the sin. The greatest destruction comes from the cover-up. Learn, take responsibility, never cover up.